what's going on? It's me, Alexa, and welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a hot minute. I have no excuse, so I'm not even going to try to get into it. But welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be my monthly favorites videos. And you guys already know when I'm like ghost for a long time and I come back, I happen to just go right in with a monthly favorites. I figured we're at the end of September, so why not just kind of share what's been my favorites. I have a couple of videos that I want to do my favorites, have a couple of new products that I just purchased. I kind of want to do a makeup tutorial as well. I kind of want to do like a health gym kind of. I got a list of things that I want to do. The question is, am I going to do it? So with that being said, we're not even going to talk too much in this intro. We're just going to get right into the video. So the first thing that I want to talk about, I'm going to kind of go... So the first thing that I want to talk about, I'm going to kind of go in the order of how you apply it on the face, only because I feel like sometimes it's a little bit easier like that. So jumping right into it, I'm going to start off with primers. And the two primers that I have been absolutely loving this month. One primer I've been loving for a while now, not just this month, so I'm just going to start off with that one. And this one is the Kiehl's Micro Blur Skin Perfecting Primer. So this is just how it is. Sorry, my lights always tend to wash things out. What I'm going to do is kind of just show it like this and just see if I can insert a picture on the side. That way it's just easier and I'm not here like trying to focus and do all that stuff. But anyways, so this is the Kiehl's Micro Blur Skin Perfector Primer. It's a lightweight skin smoother to instantly refine skin texture and minimize the appearance of pores while improving skin's quality over time. I absolutely love this primer. This is actually my second one. As you can see, it is kind of small. So to be fair, I feel like if this is a primer that you're using or a product that you're using every single day, whether it's a primer, foundation, whatever it may be, if it's something that you're constantly using every day at this size, you can definitely, run out of it. It's 1.1 fluid ounces. So, it's pretty tiny. And like I said, if you're using this all the time like me, I use it even on days that I don't wear makeup. Sometimes I like to just smooth out my skin if I'm going out but I don't want any makeup. This right here is my bag. So the next primer that I want to talk to you about is a little bit more on the pricier side. I will also list the prices if I can put it, like I said, if I'm going to insert a picture, I will also list the prices next to the picture, or if not, you know, it's going to be right in the description box down below. So the next primer that I want to talk about is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. Now this thing here, it's beautiful. It looks expensive. It feels expensive. It is expensive. So this is just what it looks like here. Like I said, I don't even know why I'm showing that because you can't see it because my lights are washing you out. But this I use on a daily basis as well. This one I don't really use as I use the Kiehl's one like on days that I don't wear any makeup, because this kind of can leave a white cast. If you're like more of a medium to deeper skin tone as me, it could kind of leave a white cast. You could get away with it because I actually have worn it without makeup. Just make sure that you truly like really blend it in. I feel like on some days it works and some days it's just, it doesn't want to blend, it doesn't want to work, and I'm not going to force it to do that. But this, honestly, I feel like my makeup lays on top of this so beautifully. I feel like it just goes on nice and smooth, it glides on, it lasts, it looks really good. To be honest, when it comes to primers and like setting sprays, those are two things that I swear by using, and I feel like I swear by using it only because it's like, you know, that mind over matter thing, like your mind just takes over and it's like, no, you need this. I never really could tell like a huge difference when I use a certain primer or when I set my face with a certain setting spray, but with this primer, I will say, and the Kiehl's one, I honestly do see just a difference in the longevity of my makeup and just how my makeup looks, and at the end of the night when I'm just getting ready to take it off, just how good it looks. So I feel like that just kind of like that's why these are my favorites, number one. And I don't know, like I said, it's interesting because I never really see those things, and I try to. I think like I seriously like use it like, okay, yes, I'm using this, like I'm gonna see a difference, and I never really do. But with these products I do, and I recommend it. The Kiehl's, like I said, I'll give the prices but down below or with the picture. The Tatcha is pretty pricey for a primer. It's Tatcha, what do you expect? But I think for a primer, it's a little bit, know, out of contact, out of character for that price. But I mean, it does the job. So I guess if you don't mind spending a good bang for your buck, not a good bang for your buck, if you don't mind spending a lot of bucks out of your bank for a good primer, then hey, I manage. So the next products that I want to talk about are going to be foundation, and it's only one foundation, and this is by all means not a new foundation. It's been out for a little while now, and this is the Fenty Beauty foundation. I am in color 420, right? Yeah, 420. So basically this is a Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. I swear by this foundation. Number one, I got a pump. So you know, ooh, it's pretty dirty. You know, when it comes to pumps, that's like already 2 points. I don't know what it is with this foundation. It's not the foundation that I'm wearing today. The foundation that I'm wearing today is actually a little bit of a mixture. It's more so one, but because, you know, we're just now leaving summer, so I still kind of have like my summer tan, and that foundation that I was using was just a teensy bit light, so I had to just mix it with something else on the outer edge. But before I get off topic, this foundation, I don't know what it is about it, but I just think it is beautiful. Like, it gives that matte finish, but it's not a drying matte. It lasts, but it's not something where your oils are not gonna peek through. Like, you may get like the natural oils peeking through. I don't know what it is, but like, I adore this foundation. I used to have the sample size, and the first time I tried the sample size was the 420. I feel like in one of my videos I kind of explained this whole story of how I got the wrong shade and then I had a sample size and blah blah blah. But anyways, I finally got the full size bottle. It was sold out for a while, and then when it was back in stock, I had to get it, and I use this all the time. And I feel like I still have a lot of products in here. I just love, you know, I don't know, I just love everything about it. So Fenty, the line in general, I will say, has not done me wrong so far. I haven't tried so many stuff, but I feel like I've tried a good amount of things to just kind of overall say that the line in itself is pretty decent. So if you haven't tried that foundation, which I mean, I don't know why you haven't tried it yet, but if you have not tried that foundation, I highly suggest you go into Sephora, ask for a sample. Don't be afraid to ask for a sample. I feel like I've said that before in a video or a couple of videos, and I will continue to say it. Do not be afraid to ask for a sample. If you want a sample of something, get it, because the worst thing is to buy something, try it, and it sucks, and then have to go return it. Ask for a sample, see if you like it, see if the color's good, see whatever, and if so, then you can order it. You don't even have to go to the store. You can just go to the store, whatever it is, ask for that sample, sis. So the next thing that I'm going to do is talk about some, ooh, I said I was going in order and I forgot a skincare item. So since I forgot this skincare item, I'm just going to talk about it right now, and this is a moisturizer. Now I'm going to totally butcher this name. Biossance. That's not retarded. So this is a moisturizer. It's the Omega Cream Repair Moisturizer. Nourishes and restores skin moisture barrier. So this is it here. Like I said, guys, I'm going to insert the picture, so don't worry if you can't see how it looks here. This is luxurious. It feels so luxurious on the skin. The first time I tried this was with a sample. Normally when I go to Sephora or when I make a purchase online, I always like to get samples of things. Even if I didn't hear about it, or if it's something that I wanted to try, then even more I'll get that sample. But I love to get samples of things, especially skincare, because my skin is sensitive. It's not like super duper sensitive, but it has reacted to a couple of things that I've tried that I've just bought because, you know, either the hype or just to buy it. So I do like to try something and see if it works. If it works, then if I'm, you know, want to buy the full size or whatever, then I'll do it. But anyways, this actually, so this is the cream. This has a cream and a gel. As we all know, I've probably said this since my first video, I am extremely oily. So you guys hear that? New York, I'm telling you. Okay, so I had to close my door because there was just way too much going on there. Hopefully I don't die in here because my windows are closed, everything is closed, so let's pray I survive. So back to the moisturizer. So they have, I was saying, a cream and a gel base. So I had tried a sample of the gel base. Once again, like I was saying before, I am extremely oily, and like anything with anything with too much moisture, it doesn't do good for me, especially in the summertime. And I got this in the summertime. It's just like it's just no good. So when I ordered this, I ordered it in, you know, thinking it was the gel. So I'm like, yes, you know, I'm gonna get the gel, blah blah blah. Like, you know, the way it felt, like, if I don't know if they sell this in Sephora or if it's just online. I don't know, but if they do sell it in stores, guys, please, like, for me, please just feel the luxuriousness, is that even a word, but it sounds good, of how this moisturizer feels. It's just so creamy, the texture. And for a gel, normally, you know, gel based are a little bit more thinner and in like texture, a little bit more watery and things like that. Not this one. Like, the minute it was in my drawer, because I have like a drawer with like samples and things, that full-size products and things that I have to use. So I went in that drawer and I'm like, okay, you know what, let me try this, let me see how it feels. You know, I needed a moisturizer, I needed to re-up. I had just finished my moisturizer, so I'm like, all right, let me see what little sample I have here. For the meantime, girl, the minute I put my finger in there and I put it on my skin, whoo, I kind of like, it's like taking me back to that first time. The minute that I put it on my skin, I was like, what is this? What is in this thing? Who made this? Like, I need all parts of it. It feels so freaking good on the skin. It's honestly like, you're probably like, all right, girl, relax. It's a moisturizer. Relax. No. It felt so amazing. Like, even just rubbing it on my skin, I felt the softness, the luxuriousness. It's probably not a word because I can't even say it. It just felt so good on the skin, and I was like so amazed by it, and I was like, no, I have to purchase this. So I went online, blah 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 blah. So it's pretty pricey. I think it's like 54 bucks or 52 bucks with tax and stuff. It's expensive, but it's so worth it. But I ended up buying the cream instead of the gel. So I automatically thought it was only the gel. I didn't know there was a gel and a cream. So I ended up buying the cream, and then when I got my package and I got it, I was like, yes. I put it on my skin and I'm like, ooh, it doesn't feel the same. I'm like, hold on. And it's not that it doesn't feel good, because it still feels good, but it felt thicker. It felt more greasy. And I'm like, And then when I read it, I'm like, repair cream. And then I'm like, the other one was a gel. Like, I know it was a gel. So I went back online, and that's when I realized that there was a cream and a gel. I was going to reorder it. Well, I was going to order the gel, not reorder it, because I already started using this, so I can't return it. But I'm like, you know what? Let me finish that. The winter season is coming. The fall season is coming. So maybe, you know, as it gets a little bit colder and the air gets a little bit drier, it'll work a little bit better with my skin. But that is like really moisturizing. It's good as a night kind of repair cream. In the daytime, I mean, I use it because I have another moisturizer, but it's also like a cream base, so basically the same thing. So I'm just gonna use it. I gotta use it out. Like I said, it's expensive, so I'm not just gonna act like I got it like that and be like, oh no, I'm not gonna use it. No, I'm gonna use it, and next time I'm gonna make sure to read that I get the gel. But definitely pick this up. Another thing, if it's in store, get a sample. If you're really dry, you're gonna love this because it's really nice on the skin, really moisturizing. And if you're oily like me, I'm telling you, the minute you try that gel, girl, you're gonna love it. So back to, we went front, back, front. So now we're going to talk about powders, and I have one powder to share, and this is also something that's not fairly new. It's not like super old, but it's not super new. It is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This is just it here, and I am in color 35 Deep. This thing is so nice. It's nice and finely milled, really sets the face nice. does it like give you longevity? I don't know. That's another thing. Remember how I was talking about the primers and the sprays and, you know, certain things? I feel like powders kind of stand in the same way with me. Like, some people are like, oh my god, this powder is so good. Oh my god, this. I feel like the only time I realize how good or bad or how okay a powder is when I set under my eye. Basically, if it looks really dry or really cakey after I put my concealer, and if that's like a balm concealer that I'm using, so I know it's not the concealer for sure, or how the powder reacts with the concealer, if it's like my daily everyday concealer, that's when I really could say like how a powder is. I don't know. I like this. I like that it's really, really thin. That's one thing that I can say about this. Like, it's really, really finely and thinly milled, so it doesn't cake up the face. It doesn't look heavy under the eye or on the face in general. But does it help in like the longevity of makeup or the longevity of just it being matte and the oil's not peeking through? I don't know. I would say it's good. I would say it works. I would say it does the job. But is it like the best thing? I'm not sure, but it's good. It's drugstore, it's affordable, so if you definitely can get your hands on it, and if you're looking for a powder or a new powder or just a cheaper alternative to maybe one of your favorite powders or whatever, I would definitely say try this. I don't know what powder to compare it to. I don't want to say Laura Mercier. I feel like Laura Mercier is a little bit thicker, like the consistency. Just try it. I mean, like I said, it's drugstore, it's inexpensive. If you don't like it, that's the only thing with drugstore, you can't get a sample. If you don't like it, you're stuck with it. Well, no, you probably can return it if they'll accept it. But yeah, I would say I would recommend it. You know, I use it on a daily and I like it, so I would recommend it. So the next two things that I'm going to talk about are going to be, I'm just looking at my table, just making sure. Okay, the next two things are going to be bronzers. Now, this is not new. This is not even new to me, but this is legit my favorite bronzer ever, and I've tried a couple of bronzers, and this is my Bobbi Brown bronzer in Deep number 4. So it just looks like so. It has a mirror to it. This is like my favorite bronzer ever. I love the warmth that it gives. I love just the color, the undertone, everything. I used to work for Bobbi Brown, for those of you who don't know already. I've said this in a previous video, but just in case you haven't watched that, if this is your first time seeing, you know, me, my videos, I used to work for Bobbi Brown for about 2 years. And that's really when I really got introduced to Bobbi Brown and its products. I always know about the brand, but I've always known the brand to be catered to a little bit more of a mature crowd, and that's totally incorrect and accurate. So if you believe that too, you know, sometimes that's why you have to do your homework, you have to do your research, and if you don't really know about the brand, then maybe learn about the brands before you really want to talk about it. But because it's been around for so long, and working at the counter, more mature people, more older people do go to the counter to actually buy the product. So I feel like that's kind of why I always thought it was more of a mature brand, but it's not. But back to the bronzer. I actually had this also in dark. When I used to work for Bobbi Brown, I got the dark bronzer. But I've always loved the deep. Even when I worked at the counter, I've always loved the deep. But I don't know, for whatever reason, I got the dark. The dark is good too. The difference between deep and dark, deep is a little bit more of a golden, more of a warmer, kind of bronzier, sun-kissed kind of color. The dark has a little bit more red in it. It's a little bit cooler. The dark is good too if you want more of if you want a little bit more of a deeper kind of contour. I really don't use deep to contour as much. I use it more to just kind of bronze up the skin. Yeah, I use it like, you know, in the contour kind of way, but I use it more to just bronze up the skin and just give it that life. I have it on today. I don't know if I'm just a little bit too far, but you see how, I mean, I do have blush as well, so, but it just gives a nice warmth to the skin, especially like in the summer when you're tanned and you just put some of this. It is beautiful. Like, I love it, and that's really what made me buy it even more, because I'm like, it's summertime and I just want something really, really, really nice. One bronzer that reminds me a lot of this one, which I also have, but I'm not gonna get up to get it, but it's the Guerlain Terracotta Bronzer. I know there's different shades. I don't know the shade I have, but there is a shade that just reminds me so much of this as well. I think the Guerlain Terracotta Bronzer is a little bit more pricier though. So if you're looking for something that's a couple of more bucks cheaper, it's going to be this one. But they're really similar in colors and undertones. That used to be my favorite before I officially had the deep one. Love it. So that's one. And then another bronzer that I want to talk about is the Becca, what is this? The Becca Sunlit bronzer. This one is in Maui Nights. That's the color. I've had this one for a while too. This is not new, but this one is a little bit more, let me get closer so you guys could probably see. So you see how it has a little bit more red? I'm going to actually do that with the Bobbi Brown one. Kind of turn it to the side just to compare it, to see if you guys can see the comparison here. So you see how that's a little bit more red, right? And then when I do this, you see that's way more warm. So that's kind of how it is with the dark and deep of the Bobbi Brown. But with this one, what I like is when you are tanned, for deeper skin tones like me, sometimes like the Bobbi Brown one, it's nice because it gives you a little bit more warmth. But sometimes you also get a little bit of red, like a little bit of that burnt kind of tan. And sometimes the bronzer is a little bit too warm. You need a little bit more red back in the skin, and that's when this bronzer does it for me. It also has like a little bit of shimmers, which you can't tell on camera, but it's not like really shimmers. It's more of a glowy kind of satin bronzer instead of just a flat one. So I like this because it gives back some redness in it, a little bit more of that burnt sun-kissed kind of glow. So those two in combination together are beautiful. So the next thing that I want to talk about, okay, let me see. All right, highlight. So I recently just picked up this highlight. It did not just come out. It's been out for a while. I've actually never had anything of this brand, and this is the Jouer. Is that how you say it? I hope so. This is the Jouer highlights in color Topaz. So this is a powdered highlight. So this is just how the packaging is. Like I said, it's not new to the beauty community. It's not new to me. This is just, I just now picked it up because they now sell Jouer, and I feel like it's Jouer in another brand. Or is it just Jouer? But I feel like it's Jouer in another brand. They now sell it at Sephora. So I picked it up, and this is just how it looks. Sorry, my phone. That's why I looked down. My phone's vibrating. But this is just how it looks. It's a beautiful highlight. I have it on today in conjunction with another highlight. I don't know if you guys can really like tell because my lights are, let me see. Let me dim down my light a little bit to see if you can, not really, but I have it on today. Sorry, I'm just fixing my light now. So I have it on today in conjunction with another highlight, more of a golden one. And the reason why I like to mix this one is because this one is a little bit more of a white lighter cast. I'm going to just swatch it on my hand and see if you guys can see it like so. So you see how it's a little bit more of a white, lighter kind of, you know. So that's going to be a little bit too light on its own on my skin tone. I could probably get away with it, especially when I'm like fully tanned free. I could probably get away with it, but me personally, I probably wouldn't feel as comfortable. So I would always use that as more of a topper, put it on top of like a golden one or like an inner corner highlight. It's beautiful. But I actually really love that. I love that it's not chunky. It glides on really nice, and it is a beaming highlight. Like if you're someone who likes something settled, something that's not too much, this highlight is definitely not the one for you. It is definitely more of a beaming highlight. They have so many other pretty colors. I got the one in Topaz, but they have so many other pretty colors. I was like really in between what color to get. I was gonna get two colors, but then I'm like, what if that color is not good? Then it's like, I was just like so in between. So I just ended up getting this one after like research all over Pinterest and Google and images and everything. So I ended up getting that one, and I'm very happy with it. And since we're on highlights, I'm going to talk about the brush that I used to highlight, and this is by all means not new. This came out probably 2 years ago, who knows. But this is the Anastasia A23 highlight brush. This brush is a game changer. I've always known about this brush as well. It's not new to me, it's not new to the beauty community, it's not new to anybody. But I never really used brushes like this for highlight. I've always been a fan brush girl. Always using fan brushes, whatever. Because in my opinion, I thought they get the job done. Ever since I started using this, it's changed my highlight game. Like, Fan brushes are good. Don't get me wrong. If you are a firm believer in fan brushes, if you feel like a fan brush does the same job as this brush or any other brush like this, girl, keep doing your thing, because I'm with you. I agree with you. But, well, all right. Let me reframe that. I don't know if I agree with you, but I'm with you. This, though, is definitely 10 times better than a fan brush. I can say that hands down. This brush, I don't know what it is about it. I know Morphe has, Morphe? I believe it's Morphe. I know Morphe has some really good brushes. I also have the Sigma highlight brush, which I know people used to rave about before this one came out. And I don't know, I'm not really crazy about that brush. Unless I got the wrong brush. I don't know. But this is so good. And it's so light. Like, I love it. And just the way it just sits flat and just, oh my god. I really love this brush. If you have not yet invested in this brush and you were just like me, like, should I, shouldn't I? Every time I was going to make a Sephora order, I'm like, okay, what else should I try? Do I want this brush? I don't know. I have a fan brush. The fan brush is good. Blah, blah, blah. Get it? Get it? Get it? So since we're on brushes, I want to talk about two more brushes that I have been loving, and they are dirty, FYI, because I just finished using them. I was going to clean it before the video, but then I said, I don't think it's that serious. So the first one is going to be what I use for my bronzer, and both of these I purchased on Amazon. So they don't have really names or numbers or anything like that, but they do have the names of the brand, so at least you know that. If I could pronounce the brand. The first one is Cuviange. I don't know. If I can get the brand, I will just write down below, you know the drill. But this is just that. So this I use for my contour. And even though it is pretty fluffy in size, I like the fact that it is still pretty thin. So it still fits really, really nice, like right here. And I kind of just dab it in and then flick it up. I absolutely love this brush for contour. And then this brush here is just like a regular flat kind of flat top brush. And I'm a Beauty Blender girl. I use concealer, foundation, everything with Beauty Blender. But lately I've kind of just been liking the finish of a brush, or if my Beauty Blender is not clean, I'm just like, oh, I don't feel like doing that. I'm just going to use a brush. So this brush, I have two other brushes that are similar to this one, just as good as well. But this is the one that I like the best. This one is so nice because it's nice and flat, and you can just like either pounce it in the skin, you can just like, you know, buff it in the skin. It is so nice, super inexpensive. This one is different than the first one. This one is Dew Color. I believe that's a D. I think this is Dew Color. I'll put it down below. But super inexpensive. They come in a pack, and this brush is so, so nice. And it's nice and sturdy. It doesn't look cheap at all, and it feels super duper soft. Like, it is super soft. So I really love this, and I really love the other brush and my highlight brush. So last but not, no, I'm lying. So we're gonna get into lips, and I am a gloss girl. That's another thing. If you guys watch my channel, if you guys watched my videos, I've said that a couple of times. Sorry, I was just looking at my camera, my viewfinder, like something was popping up. I'm a gloss girl. So if you guys watch my channel, if you guys watch my video, you already know that I am a... Sorry, that keeps like interrupting me because it keeps popping up. So my go-to lately has been... I've been using lipstick. I will say a lipstick and a lip liner. Who would have thunk it? So my camera just turned off on me. Well, not the whole thing, but the video just stopped. Okay, so like I said, I have been using lipsticks and lip liners. Who would have thunk it? And I actually have it on now. I feel like it's kind of fading, but it's just a nude kind of combination that I have been doing. And it's been just your typical brown lip liner. This one is from NYX in color Espresso. It doesn't have to be this NYX lip liner. It can be any brown lip liner. And I have been using this nude lipstick from Bite Beauty. It is in Honey Berry, and it's in like their stick forms. These are some pretty... This one is pretty old. I bought this a long time ago. But I don't really use lipsticks. I use glosses. And then the gloss that I have been using over top, I've been using either Fenty, which I don't have in front of me, but the Fenty Balm. Or I'll use more of a nude color, and this one is the Glow Gloss in Beach Bum from Becca. This is the Becca and Chrissy Teigen. Chrissy Teigen, right? Is her name? Yeah. Chrissy Teigen? No, I'm just lost. Chrissy Teigen wow, collaboration. And then this one is a e.l.f. This one is an e.l.f. oil, I think that's what it's called, in Nude Kiss. So this one's more of a pinky. So sometimes, you know, you go for nude, but you want that little hint of color. So I'll go for the pinky. And if I am wearing a nude and I just want full nude, I'll do the Chrissy Teigen one. But today I have this pinky one on. And you see, it's just nice nude. On camera, it doesn't look like anything, but I mean, it's a nude, right? But yeah, lip liner brown, nude lip gloss, and it is beautiful. If you want to rock a nude lip and you always feel like, I don't know how to rock a nude lip, how am I going to rock a nude lip? The key is a lip liner. Some nude lipsticks, I will say, you can probably get away with it. Some nudes are totally get away withable. I'm just out here just making up my own dictionary, girl. Some nude lips you can totally get away with. No lip liner, not even a gloss if you want like a matte color or just a satin, you know, no glossy. Majority of nude lips, I feel like if you don't want to use a lip liner, at least put a little bit of a gloss in it just to give it that dimension. And then overall, a lip liner just makes it that much better. So, unless you want powdery, ashy looking lips, then I mean, if that's your thing, no judgment here, judgment free zone, you do your thing, girl. You rock it and you wear it like no other. But in my opinion, lip liner and a little bit of a gloss, and you good. So, I feel like I got one more thing. No, I don't. I have two more things. One thing that I'm going to talk about, and the reason why I left it last, is because I literally got this yesterday. Literally got this yesterday. And this is something that I splurged on because it's expensive. And it was a splurge for me only because I don't really wear eyeshadow. I wear makeup, not all the time. It's very rare. But I do wear makeup, and when I wear makeup, I do not wear eyeshadow. I really just put on mascara, and that's it. But every time I go on the website, I always look at the eyeshadow palettes. What's new, you know, what's fun, what's cute, whatever. This palette here. And for some of you, by just looking at it, you already know what it is. And you know it's expensive. This one is the Pat McGrath Lab Bronze Ambition Eye Palette. This thing here is beautiful. Like, this thing here is beautiful. Like, I need you guys to see how beautiful this thing is. I don't know what it is about this, but this is almost like $60 for about 6 shadows, which is pretty pricey. But I will say that buying it, I was like, should I take it on my cart? Should I leave it in my cart? Should I take it on my cart? Should I leave it in my cart? I loved it because I knew I really, really wanted it. And I was really more debatable on it because, like I said, I don't really wear that much eyeshadow. So I kind of felt like, am I just wasting money right now? Because I know that I'm rarely ever going to wear it. I have it on today. So I don't know if you guys are really going to be able to see the eye look that I have going on because my lights, let me see, I'm going to try to get as close as possible. Even though I could just zoom my lens in, but... So I feel like I'm going to take a picture as well and insert it. Everything is like pictures, but I have it on today and I fell in love, and that is why I'm adding this because this is the first day I used it and I absolutely fell in love with it. This is an eyeshadow palette that would make me use eyeshadows. It is so pigmented. It is so pigmented. The blendability is beautiful. The colors are so chocolatey, bronzy, and beautiful. Neutral, right up my alley. The price is not as beautiful as the palette, but it is worth it. It is just like the Silk Canvas Tatcha Primer. It's expensive. It's a little bit out of character. But I do feel if you love eyeshadows, if you're one who goes for quality, then this palette here, and I know that there's so many other Pat McGrath palettes, but this one I like because it's a neutral. So if you're a neutral girl, you're gonna love this one. But there's so many other Pat McGrath palettes, beautiful ones. I wanted to get this one and the purple one, and I was like, alright, relax. But I ended up getting this one because I know I would use it more than the purple one. I can use this one on every day. The purple one is like, you know, what I'm trying to do, a purple look. But it is beautiful, guys. Like I said, this is the first day that I used it and I fell in love. Like, I was like, oh, I gotta include that because I think it is so beautiful. If you have an item that you want to splurge on, or when the next VIB sale comes, which is perfect to buy those products when there's VIB sales because you get a little bit, you know, 20-15% off. I mean, hey, that's a little bit of, you know, some change off, some money off, some dollars off. I didn't even know what to say. I knew what I wanted to say, but it wasn't coming out the way I wanted to say it. But definitely, I feel like, you know, try it, buy it. You can't try it. I mean, if you go in the store and you play with it, you do your thing. If you're trying to do a whole eyeshadow look in Sephora, I mean, girl, if you got time for that, go ahead. You know how many people go in there and beat their face, spray perfume, do everything. It's there to play with, so do it if you want. But if you want a nice, quality, beautiful, everyday eyeshadow palette that still has some glam in it, I highly suggest that. So the last product that I'm going to do, it is not a makeup product and it's also not new, but I actually just purchased it, and it is my Desi Perkins Key Australia Key Australia sunglasses. Key is how you say them, right? Because I used to personally say Quay. I feel like Q-U-A-Y is just so Quay. I don't feel like it is so Key. But, you know, it's not what I want. It's not how I say it. It's how it is. I've heard everybody say Key, so I'm like, okay, I guess it's Key, but I've always said Quay. Don't judge me, but I thought, you know, Q-U-A-Y, that's Quay. But anyways, so they're a little bit dirty. I've got to clean them. But they are the Key Australias. These are the high key, right? I believe these are the high keys. These are my jams. I forgot the color, but like I said, I'll put it down below. It is beautiful. Oh my god. Girl. Girl. Who is that? Like, what? Okay, sis. I see you. Real quick. Like, I see you. These things are so gorgeous. They make me feel myself a little bit more because I really be feeling myself on a regular. But these, they hype your girl out. So, I love those sunglasses. I've been using those. I actually ordered a couple of pairs out of those. The black faded high key, the gold. I think I ordered like 4. But those are like my go-to. I don't know, just the way it's the silver and the black and I mean, you just saw me with them on. Like, you should understand now after seeing me with them on, like why I love them. But anyways, guys, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching again. If you are still subscribed, if you are still here riding with me, if you are still here looking at my videos, thank you. And I say thank you, thank you, thank you. Even if it was only 5 subscribers that I have, I still say thank you because I know I am so bad in the uploading department. I don't do my job as I should. So I really, really, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you guys so much for still writing for me, writing for me, writing with me, still being subscribed, still watching the videos, even when I upload, whether it's once every year, once every month, every 5 months. Thank you so much for being subscribed. Thank you so much for the support, for the comments that I get, for the messages that I get. Thank you guys so much. I really, really do appreciate it. Like I said, even if it's 1 or 2 people, I don't care. I appreciate it because I'm really not, you know, I'm not on point with my stuff. So I do appreciate it. And I think that's it. I think that's it. So with that being said, I don't want to make this outro any long, like I didn't want to make my intro. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I can get up another video. I don't know what it's going to be next, but like I said, I do have a couple of videos that I want to upload. I want to do more than just makeup and things. I want to do some health and some fitness and incorporate that because, you know, your girl is now into all of that. So with that being said, once again, thank you guys so much for watching, for supporting, for continuing to be with me. Also, if you notice, I have like a different background, which is way better. This is my room, this is my wall, but I now have the space to just record in front of this nice blank canvas. I do want to get some more backdrops to be able to put here so I can just change the color. But this is now my workspace. My lights is out. Everything is out. I don't have to put them away no more. That's why I hated recording, because I always have to put away. Take it out. Put it away. Everything could stay out. I now have a nice black canvas to work with. The lighting is good. It's a little bit still wonky when it comes to like me showing things. But I also want to get a new camera, a new lens and everything. So once all of that comes, you know, all together, your girl's gonna give you some good content. I promise you that. I promise you. But with that being said, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you. Bye.